Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we will be going back to the start and looking at some comments from someone who was Lucy's best mate before they fell out. And she has said that Jay was taken because of something to do with drugs, and that the family knows this. So in this first message it says, according to Jay's mom, she got information from Lucy that Jay is still alive at somewhere, and she said Lucy told her that Jay said he is going for a trip. Since then, she didn't hear from Jay. She keeps calling him, but no pickup. After some days, she received a text by another account saying, I'm Jay. I see all that is going around about me. Tell my mom I missed her and I'm coming back. That's the text. It was around 2:15. Written by Zach Holland, a UK detective. There will be more information from him. Thank you. The first thing I want to say about this is that it seems that people are finding it hard to make sense in their messages, and sometimes it's actually quite hard to follow along. But you have to look past that and actually dissect what is being said. These messages are from a TikTok account called Pippa, and most of the messages were uploaded on the 23rd of June, 6 days after Jay first went missing, which is very early on in the case. So apparently Debbie got information from Lucy, and allegedly Jay told Lucy that he is still alive somewhere and that he is going on a trip. What does this mean? So 6 days after Jay first went missing, he manages to message Lucy somehow and says he's going on a trip. But what trip and why? Does this suggest that Jay had been kidnapped, or that he is going on a trip and decided to disappear himself? I don't get why Jay would just disappear for no reason and leave all his family worried. Apparently, days later, Lucy received a text from a different account, and allegedly it was Jay, and he was saying that he has seen that everyone thinks he's missing, and that he said he misses his mom, and that he'll be back. I can't understand why Jay had to go on a trip and knew people thought he was missing but didn't come back. If he saw all of this, it would have been the sign to come back instead of leaving people with the mystery of where he is and what happened to him. From reading this, it seems to me that Jay could have been kidnapped and couldn't come back, even if he wanted to. Then, you have the video of Debbie also saying that if someone has Jay, then please bring him back. This was at the very start when there were rumors going around saying Jay had been kidnapped, and Debbie responded to them. Apparently, this was confirmed by a UK detective called Zach Holland. I tried finding this detective and couldn't find anything about him, or even anyone with the same name, who is also a detective, until I came across someone online called Zach Holland, and he has in his bio that he is part of police staff and his job is to do with incident risk and resolution at first contact. So, I wanted to find out what this means and searched it up. This is what I found. It seems a bit complicated, but it says that it's something to do with contact where there is a real and immediate risk to life. Could this link to Jay's message that he sent and that it was looked at by this person? Because they thought that there was an immediate risk to Jay's life. To be honest, I could be completely wrong, and this might not link at all. Plus, I couldn't find anything else about this person being a detective, but I thought I would dig into it and take a look, and this is what I found. Also, these messages could just be another troll, but this person has posted messages where she was talking to Rachel and Lucy, so there is also a chance that this could be real, but I wanted to check out messages that happened at the very start to see if I could find something important. So the next message that Pippa puts out says, people who suggested he could have fallen down the mountains and died. Don't be silly now. The sniffer dogs would have picked it up easy. Jay's mom was told from day one about the altercation that happened between Jay and the drug sellers. I will provide evidence in the next post. So what this account is saying is that if Jay did fall down into the ravine, then the search dogs would have definitely picked it up. This has been discussed a lot, and it is true that the dogs could have found him if they could access the location where Jay was allegedly found. I don't know too much about the search dogs and their abilities, but they use them for a reason. And if for some reason they couldn't access the location where Jay was found, then they would have got very close at least. But then, they go on to say that Jay's mom was told about the altercation that Jay had with the alleged drug dealers since day one. So throughout this case, it always seemed to link back to something to do with illegal substances. But what were the exact details about what happened with this altercation? That's what we need to know. And if this is true, then Lucy, Brandon, or Brad would definitely have an idea of what happened. Pippa said that she will provide evidence to prove this. So let's take a look at what she said.
Like he does. Just a popular guy that has got him into trouble. Let him go, he's not a bad person, he's just got in maybe with some strangers. Just if you've got him, he's not a bad person, he's just got in some, I don't know, if he has got in any trouble, just let him go, just let him go. Everybody loves Jay, everybody loves being in his company. He'll has somebody taking him, has he just panic, where am I, has he just thought, right, I need to go get back down to civilise it. But there is people up.
So when you watch this video, you can see that Debbie is talking about Jay possibly being taken, and she says, just let him go. And this account talks about Debbie saying too much, and that she keeps trying to cover herself by switching it up. The interesting thing is that this case was allegedly said to be an accident, but Debbie keeps talking about Jay maybe getting in trouble, and does change what she's saying. First, she goes to say got in trouble, then says, if he has got in trouble. Debbie also says the word strangers. Now where have we heard that before? Oh, that's right, in Lucy's statement maybe, where she says Jay went off with 2 strangers. But that doesn't work out too well for her, because Rachel confirms that Brad and Jay actually knew who these strangers were, which is Ayub and apparently Rocky. And Ayub also confirmed that he already knew Lucy and spoke to her a couple of times before Jay went missing. This didn't sit right with me, the fact that Debbie and Lucy both call them strangers. I understand Debbie probably didn't know who they were, but Lucy definitely did, and so did Brad. So didn't any of them tell Debbie that they knew who they were, and that actually they weren't strangers? There seems to be a lack of contact from everyone, because first of all, Brad should have told Debbie everything that he knows, especially before she started to do interviews. So not only did Brad not tell Debbie that they weren't strangers and kept this from her, but the worst thing is that Rachel kept it from her as well, because Brad definitely told his mom everything that he knows, so one of them should have let her know. Or Debbie did know and continued to call them strangers because maybe she knows more than she is letting on. It is also true what this account is saying, and Debbie did say that Jay wanted to get back to civilization, but stopped before she finished and said, "But there is people up there. Also, why would Jay panic? If we are following the story that we have been told by the people involved, which I don't personally believe, then they clearly made it out like Jay chose to go up there, and from what Ayub has said, Rocky was asleep the whole way and Jay wasn't. So Jay would have known where he is and that he was safe. Unless something happened at the Airbnb which changed everything, which is a big possibility. Also, it was said that Lucy and Brandon went to the Airbnb with Jay, so it's not rocket science. We haven't been told the truth and we need to find out. I don't want to blatantly blame Debbie for what happened because she has lost her child, and that is bad enough. But let me know what you guys think of this. Do you think Pippa's account is a troll, or do you reckon she is telling the truth? Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we will update you as we find out more.